You know what we need to start doing? We need to start doing cold opens.
Like, how would somebody who's born without a nose feel about the smell of food? Like, some just.
Well, no, they would.
Because obviously you can't smell the food. So do you have a different relationship with food?
No. Now my question is, if you're born without a nose, can you taste the food?
Well, I would assume so.
I think when it comes to food, it's like 3 different things, right? Like you smell, taste, and like how it feels.
If food smells bad, you most likely assume it's gonna taste bad.
Okay. It's like, but I like crunchy things for some reason.
Okay.
Crunchy is a good like in freaking 1997.
Texture or gooey. I mean, that's never really been great. Like eating Gushers, nobody likes that.
Walk up to a girl, be like, "Girl, I'm buttery." You ain't never met a man like me, buttery.
See, now that just gets weird.
Why is it weird?
It gets weird.
Well, you want a man that's not buttery? You want a man that's stiff?
You're not buttery.
Listen, you know what comes with butter? Bread, and I got that too. Straight buttery.
Let's see what you're doing here. Let's see what you're doing.
Straight buttery. I'm not gonna lie, I feel like that would work. Listen.
It's not working. I tried to go Super Saiyan. I just feel like I'm a myself. It's not working.
You're appropriating my culture, bro.
You're appropriating my culture. You're the LeBron James, Filipino LeBron James, and I'm the Negro Super Saiyan.
Oh.
We're opposites, but somehow not. Interesting how that works. You know?
It blends, man.
It does. It does.
You know?
And we're tapping into our inner child. Well, we always wanted to be. Some wanted to be in the NBA. Some wanted to be a extraterrestrial. But one way or another, sometimes dreams don't come true.
You know, the odds of me being in the NBA are probably equal to the odds of you becoming a Super Saiyan. So
yeah, I'm not going to try again on my tiered tricep and or shit myself.
Yeah, I went to one of the best restaurants in the world.
Oh, really?
In Copenhagen. It's a little bit nuanced. If I was broke, I wouldn't get it. I would go and be like, why the fuck did I pay $600 for that? But to just get those tastes in your mouth.
Right. Pause.
Yeah. Pause.
Oh, yeah, perfect. Cool. Perfect. Renee Lacoste, you're not LeBron James.
LeBron James.
LeBron James isn't Asian.
How do you know?
He's black. How do I know?
So you see, I'm black.
Negro.
That's all I gotta say, man. He's a billionaire. You know the wealthiest people in the United States, the wealthiest demographic?
They are Asian.
Asians.
They are Asian. Let's go somebody.
I guess technically it's stealing.
If I rob this person, they'll give me whatever. But then if I go over there, I can rob that person.
Unethical ways to make money. Go to a parking garage, get one of those like uniforms, like vests, and tell people it's $5 to park there.
Yep. Somebody's waving people down to go turn there. Now you got something going. But you shouldn't aspire to be a criminal. You shouldn't aspire to be a criminal. But if you are going to be a criminal, do it right. Question for you, right? So me being a, Haitian American individual, I'm considered black, right? What do you consider? Brown? Yellow?
Well, it's weird, right? Because like Filipinos are the one that's like in the middle. Because technically I'm Asian, because Philippines is in Asia.
Right.
But when you think Asian, you think like...
What will Renee do next? A. Compare Asians to geniuses. B. Compare Asians to Bruce Lee. C. Say Ching Chong. Or D. Squint his eyes. Find out after the break.
That was so racist. That was so racist.
So you're not considered Asian because your eyes aren't. Because you're not easy to draw. You're not considered Asian.
No, but you think like, that's the Asian thing. Like, and extra pusillanimous today. Miscellaneous.
What's the over-under on you having to urine in the middle of the episode?
Miscellaneous. Is that pronounced right? Let's check.
I don't think so. I do not think so.
Pusillanimous.
Pusillanimous. Random thought. Sorry, popped in my head because the fucking drilling. David brought it up. He said, "Yo, if you could you punch someone hard enough to kill them? Weird question. Why did you ask that?
Because you had your puppy out here.
Right.
Dark,
I
yeah.
asked if you could
Punch.
think you could kill
Because I've hit people hard. I've knocked someone out before, and when they lose consciousness, you feel it. But could you hit someone hard enough to kill them is like a crazier question.
Now, when you say person, we talk like old person, age, average age. Well, not average age, but like a mid-age individual, or maybe an infant. I think I could kill an infant.
100%. Infant and old person, I think is possible. Regular size human.
Who would die first? If you hit it, like, if you punch, same punching, the infant would die first?
Infant would 100% die, because they're not developed. Old people, at least they had like 70 years of development. Now they're just on the way down, right? It's like LeBron in his prime, like he's like going down.
Okay, so if that's the case, then when you punch a baby, they die on scene. You punch an old man, they die in the hospital.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, they can still die on the scene. But it's so funny because we brought out the gloves, because I was like, I wonder, like, and we'll all be the judge of this. We have this right here.
Right. Wait, we got a pad here.
We're gonna attempt to see, because I was saying, if you were to, I think professional boxers could kill an average person just by the impact. Because I think if you hit some people, like if we're in the street and I hit somebody, I don't know if I would kill them just on the punch, but them hitting the floor, because when you get knocked out, your head goes back. Them hitting their head on concrete, they're dead, right? That's the dangerous part. But just from the impact, I think it would be hard to kill. I don't think I'm strong enough to hit someone.
Isn't that why boxers, and I think like anybody who's in combat fighting, isn't that why they have like insurance on like their
hands are registered?
Yeah, like they're registered. So if Mike Tyson, when he was punching that dude on the plane.
Mike Tyson, if he hit someone as hard as he could easily kill someone on impact. Like, because he would hit you, your neck would break just from the force. Let's say he hits you in the jaw, your neck is gonna snap just from the force. If it's a direct hit, right? So I was saying, we brought these out because we wanted to test this theory. I don't know how this is going to work.
So what would be your punch of choice?
It would have to be, it would have to be like an uppercut, because you could throw your entire body into it, right? Because like, let's say this is just a regular punch. Like, it would be hard, like you could probably kill someone there, but there's not enough like impact. But if you threw like an uppercut and caught someone like that, you can 100% knock someone out. So we're going to like...
You're like Sagat from Street Fighter.
Sagat out.
Yes.
So I'm going to throw an uppercut, and we're going to try and... So this is an old man head, a regular head. We're going to see. You guys will be the judge. We have a couple people in this room. We'll be the judge if this would kill someone.
Imagine that's the head of a baby.
Right.
Oh, baby is 100% dead. We're talking...
Yeah, assisted abortion.
Oh my goodness.
This is how they do abortions.
Okay.
Right. This is 1846. They didn't have any medical care like that. You needed to abort a baby. Hey, bring your stomach, darling. Here we go.
All right, ready?
POV, you're getting an abortion.
Oh my goodness.
Right.
Oh my goodness.
They're just warming up right now. So all right, here we go. Uppercut abortion. Here we go.
All right, ready? We're gonna try.
This is what we're marching for.
On 3, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful right there. Kill those babies.
Would that knock somebody out?
Yeah, I think so. Oh,
I mean, not knock somebody out. Would it kill somebody?
This is killing a baby. This is killing a baby.
Oh, 100%. Like,
yeah, we could go by months. All right. Like, all right. Here we go. Newborn. It's a newborn.
An old man? I don't know.
Old
baby? 100%.
Old man.
I think that would kill an old man.
I think so too.
On the other side of it,
I think so too. You get somebody. Let's go to the senior home after this,
and then we can.
Yeah, just the live visual aid. You know, some people want, because assisted suicide. Right?
Oh my God. Okay, let's avoid this topic just because this is going to get us demonetized.
Fair enough.
We're on episode 4, so we want to avoid anything.
Yeah. We don't want to go there, but that makes me wonder. If somebody was like, man, I want to go on vacation, per se, permanent, and they said, all right, hey, Mike Tyson, I would like you to perform a recreation of your greatest knockouts on me, to send me on vacation to a place others will visit but don't want to.
Mexico.
Right, yeah. I have a superior phone to Androids, right? So with that being the case, I made sure
He got scammed.
I didn't want to have to underpay. You know, get what am I gonna get an iPhone? Like, come on,
Who
now,
scammed
who
you?
do that? Scammed. Oh no, the real scam is with the. Why would I want a product that's like it's portionally eaten? Somebody took a bite out of the apple. I don't want that. I want a whole of something. There's nobody biting into the Samsung logo.
Nobody's biting into anything. Sounds.
Oh, you've got to be kidding. That's such fool. And well, technically, Apple is biting off of Samsung with their, operating systems and things of that
They
nature.
got,
You know,
yeah, listen.
They're scheming.
It's the packaging though, bro. You have to respect the hustle and the packaging and the way they create it.
Yeah, but then
You
what's
know?
on the inside is all Samsung.
Great example. You're a big WWE guy.
Oh, yeah,
I see
of course.
I see
yeah,
you do
big time.
WWE stuff.
Big time.
There could be a more athletic WWE fighter, more talented, but the guy that's gonna win is always the guy that comes out there and he has this brash personality and he's like talking all of this shit. He's the one that's getting paid the most. He's the one that the fans want to see. He's the one that, obviously if you have both, it's even better.
Right.
But nobody wants the poorly packaged WWE fighter. Doesn't matter how athletic he is, doesn't matter how he performs, doesn't matter if he could do a double backflip off the freaking ropes. If he can't appease a crowd, if he can't talk, he's not packaged well, he doesn't have his shtick, the audience is not gonna fuck with him.
You're absolutely correct. That's exactly why Samsung's packaging and everything of that nature is so much more superior. I appreciate you making the argument for me, because the person who's somewhat poor in that particular, degree, who can somewhat connect with the audience, but can't seem to drive them home. That's the Apple product. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about budgeting. So with that being the case, I try to live below my means.
That's why you bought a Samsung.
Right. Oh, jeez. Here we go again. I'm not having a good time. This slander of Samsung product.
AI is low-key like gaslighting people because it's making them hope, and this is a good thing, it's making them hopeful for the future. So there's one right now where it says, let me predict how your baby will look. And it'll like predict people's babies. And I remember my girl made one. I was like, oh, this is so cute. Like, we should have a kid now. Like, I want that, right? But then I was on Instagram, and I feel so mean saying this. I saw a girl.
Oh,
I'm not gonna lie, she ugly.
good God.
Ugly girl.
She did the same thing. She did
Sorry.
the same thing.
And she posted it.
Oh.
A baby. She's like, my future kid looks so cute. And I'm like, I look at it, I'm like, why does that kind of look like my kid?
Damn. They're using the same.
They're using the same
template.
It's the same frame, but they put like maybe like your little face on it. And I'm like,
Wait.
man.
But now that makes me wonder. So was the baby that she posted was also a good-looking baby?
Yeah.
Looked somewhat similar to the baby that would have been a product of your semen.
Yeah.
So maybe it is AI saying, perhaps you might just have two children by two different women.
Yeah, man. See, I don't know about that. I don't think there's any. I think that's where AI goes wrong. That's the bad of AI. You said the good and the bad?
Right.
That's the bad of
Maybe
AI.
they're saying you're going to have a rough night with some tequila.
Bro,
and then you're going to end up wherever she might
I've seen
be.
that baby and I was like, hey, yo, AI is lying to your face. AI is a manipulative husband.
Right? It's like it doesn't match with what's happening here. You're lying to yourself.
AI was like literally trying to make them feel good about themselves. And I was like, yo, okay, here we go. So once I seen that, I was like, man, AI is lying, it's gaslighting you. But here's the reason that's so addictive. Because let's say you're someone that's insecure. You might not like how you look. You plug yourself into this AI, and AI makes you handsome, takes away all your imperfections. Now you're like, man, I love AI, because you get a boost. You're like, I look like that.
Right.
This is what the AI, based off my looks, made me look like that.
Yeah.
And people are a little bit delusional. They don't want to accept the truth, right? Because I saw my AI. I did an AI of me, and like you said, like it made me look like a Kevin Hart that never made it. Like I saw mine, I look like fucking handsome. I'm like, yo, I look good. Made my jawline stronger. It made my beard connect. Like my beard doesn't connect, but it made it connect on the AI. I'm like gaslighter. You're making me feel better about myself. Because you get that dopamine hit, you're like, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I look like
literally, that's probably what it is, because even now on dating apps, I know a lot of people are running into this, where they're having conversations with AI.
Oh,
they're
man.
swiping right on AI. They're in relationships with AI.
That's crazy.
Incredible. Because, like, could you imagine, like, remember when Catfish was at its peak? I think this was probably the mid-2010s when they had the show going crazy. And these people were thinking, all right, I'm dating this person, but you just take a photo of somebody else. But that person at least exists.
Yeah.
This time around with AI, nobody exists. You're talking to a creation, a computer.
One time there was a big group of Samoan guys.
Oh,
big.
it's already over.
Yeah,
Come
and I
on,
look at
man.
him, I'm like, ooh, I'm like,
Bunch of the
yeah.
Rock
I'm
clones.
like this. I'm like, oh yeah, you need me to get out of the way? Okay.
Yeah, those Samoa. I don't know what goes. The Isle of Samoa. I don't know what they got in the food over there. I've never seen a small Samoan.
Yeah.
I have never seen a small Samoan.
That's the thing too. I feel like listen, you need at least 4 of your homies if you're gonna beat me up. I'll whoop. If there's 3 of you, like, I'll whoop you. But these Samoan guys, man, I don't know. It's
Dude,
like,
half a Samoan child might just get me, bro.
I was thinking about it. I was like, even if I had a gun, like, how many bullets would I have to? That sounds real violent, but like,
Dude.
how many times would I have to shoot one of these Samoan? You know, okay, it's like
You have to reload. Just look at it. You have
it's
to
like taking
reload.
a rhino. Like imagine a rhino is. I thought about that too. Imagine a rhino is charging you, and you got a gun. What is your gun gonna do against this rhino? You're not gonna stop it just by shooting it. Like, it's gonna keep charging you. So I feel like it's the same with a Samoan. Like, unless you hit him in the head.
Yeah, like it's legitimate. It's so legit.
Unless you hit him in the head, which is hard. Like, I don't know if you ever shot a gun before, but like a head is a small target to be
Oh, yeah.
shooting.
Oh,
you know?
yeah.
Especially if they're running at you, like charging like a rhino. Like, you would have to empty the entire clip into them before they even went down. And even then, like, if they got to you and just like tackled you, that's gonna cut you.
Because that's the thing with these damn Samoans, man. They're incredibly large, right? Because I remember when I watched what was the movie? It was Fast and Furious, but it was the Hobbs and Shaw, right? Now The Rock, he's half Samoan, right? So
He's
he's
half Samoan,
he's
half
half of
black.
Samoan, but he got to where he's at, right? So imagine a full Samoan, right? The Samoan's crazy. But there was a scene in the movie where he was holding the chain connected to a helicopter and then a car. You know, it's so outrageous and not humanly possible. But
You were like, is he doing that?
he's half Samoan. So a piece of me was watching the movie and said, that checks out. That makes sense. Because if I seen a platoon of Samoans walking alongside the aisle, if World War III were to break out and there's Samoans and Tongans who are on the front, it's over. I feel comfortable. You could bring ships, warships, all kinds of nuclear bombs. We will survive behind the Samoans. I don't care what nobody. If you have Samoans and Tongans on the front line, you're good. I was sitting there and legit, I'm like, this is outrageous, but it's The Rock.
It's big dude.
It's big Samoan. Because my method, and I do the same thing. I'll be walking and I'll see a group of people. I'm like, dude, man, shit, can I beat them all up? Can I? Because I think every dude to a certain degree thinks like, man, if it was I gotta save the universe.
Yeah.
It's me, I'm walking, I'm with my family. Somebody tries to attack us. How would I take everybody out, right? You start thinking of all these different sort of movements that you'd have to go out there and do.
So I was fighting for a long time. I still, like, I was at the boxing gym the other day. I think like exactly how I'm gonna move. I'm like, okay, he's gonna throw a punch. I'm gonna flip the punch. I'm gonna throw an uppercut. I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna hit him. Like, I think exact details. I'm like, okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm ready for it. So you think exactly what you're gonna do?
Same thing. I think exactly what it is that I'm going to do, but I rather than, because everybody thinks I'm going to get the knockout. I don't go that route. What I do is, because I know if you have to get the knockout, then you're in a situation where if you don't get the knockout, it's over.
Yeah.
So first thing I do is I'm going to attack your lower extremities, because I'm going to make it seem as if I'm going to go and swing up top, but I'm immediately going for your knee. If I neutralize your knee, it's over. You're on one leg, unless you're like, you walk up and you had a prosthetic that I thought was real, it's over at that point.
Yeah.
Like, I kick off your leg and you start hopping because you're accustomed to this, I'm going to the upper room, it's over, right? But if I'm in a situation where I make it seem as if I'm going to swing on the first one, of course, you got to go for the biggest guy first, right?
Yeah,
so you got to go for the biggest guy first. You find that, I kick you straight in your kneecap, tear your ACL, you're on the ground, you're done. Because that pain right there, you're not going to get out of that. So then people are going to start worrying, oh, my knees, right? Unless I'm battling against like Megan Thee Stallion, there's no way. There's no way. And she's already got iron feet after getting shot. So whatever the case is, she's in a position where I can't, like if there was 16 Megan Thee Stallions, it's over for me, right? But if you have all of these different people who's approaching, you're like, man, how would I take this person out? I immediately go for the knees. I'm gonna attack the knee, I'm gonna kick the knee in as much as I can, and people will be in a situation, because really think about it. Unless you're fighting against people who really, they fight, this is what they do, they train in fighting. Most people know how to protect their upper body. How do you protect your knee? Like, are you gonna be holding your lower leg? You know how to check a kick, it's over. At that point, if I'm just a dude who's literally, like I look like a Jamaican on the dance floor, but I'm really attacking people, at that point, I'm gonna win. And you're gonna be, this guy's a psycho. He keeps attacking, the knee. Like even in South Park when Butters, I think he kept shooting people in the dick or something like that, right? If I'm a dude who just keeps attacking you in your private part, you're not gonna wanna fight me no more.
That's the knee kicking guy.
Exactly. It's like, that's a knee kicking guy. Yo, we can't, let's get out of here, man. I think that's the only way I'd be able to take on Samoans and Tongans.
You know what's funny? Yeah, Samoans and Tongans, I think my best defense, like when I see them, I'm like, okay, I can 100% run faster than these guys.
Right.
That is my plan. That's my plan.
But can you run longer than
That's a very valid
endurance?
point. I mean, I think I would just yell and just Like, so here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with running from. People would be like, no, I would be honorable. I'll sit there and die on my shield. I'm like, bro, that's stupid. You're like, the chance of you, because I think about this. I see these guys that got thick necks. I'm like, even because I've knocked people out before. It's very satisfying. But I'm thinking, even if I get a direct hit, right?
Dude.
Slip, open shot, boom, fully loaded punch. They're not going to sleep. They're going to eat that. It's gonna be like, you know when a baby hits you,
Yup.
or Hasbulla when he hits people? It'll be like that. It'll be like, what? They would look at me
And
it would make them angrier. So for me to sit there and like get jumped by 5 dudes, there's nothing honorable about that. That's stupid. I would just die.
Right.
Right?
And this just popped in my mind. This is how you know I'm a lunatic. What if you fought against 5 masochistic Samoans? So you hit them and they like it. Like you hit them and there's like a satisfactory moan. Like you ever ate a good steak?
I just think I'm all
you're
calm.
like, well, at that point, now, but then now you're surrounded by Samoan seamen. And they're getting more turned on in the battle. Like this has since descended into something. But you got to consider, like you're fighting against these masochistic Samoans, thick necks. You're not gonna have a good time.
How many showers did it take for you to think about all of that? Was it in one shower? If that was the case, how long was the shower?
The seed was born in the shower. I'm like, man, I need to be able to do this. And then like you think about it through the day. So it's born in the shower. Then it incubates throughout the day. You're thinking of like, how do I do this? How do I pull this off? What would be some cool names? Et cetera, et cetera. And then I'm burping because of this energy drink. Et cetera, et cetera. And then the next time you're in the shower, it's like a second meeting. You're like, all right. So let's flesh this idea out even more, and it's just like a working idea. I'm sure when I take a shower today, it's gonna be the same thing. It's gonna be fertilizing in my brain, and eventually.
What point in the shower does the thought come into your mind?
I mean, I don't know. I'll walk in there.
Is it the first initial touch of the water, the scrubbing portion, perhaps the rinse? Where do you think it's the most optimal for when the entrepreneurial spirit is running through your mind?
I don't know how it is for other people. For me, I got hair, so like I think like don't get the hair wet.
Right.
I have to think about don't get the hair wet. I have to think about. I think it's just free flowing. It just happens.
Just free flows.
But now I'm gonna be more conscious of what I think about in the shower.
Should be, because honestly, if you were a multi-million-dollar idea in the shower, people might be more inclined to take more showers for not just recreation, not just in necessity, but perhaps so they can brainstorm.
Because when you think about it, that is the one time where you're just alone.
Right.
And people usually have like stimulation 24/7 in their life. So they don't really get time to really process and meditate on thoughts outside of the shower. So I think that's why a lot of people get a lot of good ideas in the shower.
Let's just say if you're in a relationship and your partner likes to shower alongside you, do you now tell them, get out of here, you stay dirty for an additional 15 minutes because I'm trying to think? Do you think that's something that could work well in relationships?
That's a great, have you done that before?
Oh yeah, without question.
You just tell her get out?
Oh yeah, get out of here. I got to clean myself, but also I'm thinking about different ways.
What if she tells you like, no, I go first, you go second?
I mean, as long as I'm in the shower by myself, I think I'm all right. But then if you delay it, do I miss my window?
Yeah, I see what you mean. Because now you're pushed out, you're like, damn, the idea has to wait.
Right. Do you stay in the bathroom so you can feel or hear what's happening with the shower? I don't know. It's something to think about. Somebody needs to do a study. Right. That as well. That is true. That is true. Things to think about. Shower thoughts on how to grow a business or just do better in life.